Okay, today is Thursday. It is 1 a.m. It is March 5th. So what I'm looking for in a trade is, first of all, okay, so is it range bound, and or is it trending? Okay. Now, if I determine that it's range bound, then my trading has to be completely one way. Okay. It means that I'm looking for reversals. All right. But when it's trending, then I want to do two things. Okay. I want to be on the front side because I prefer to be on the front side. Okay? And then I want to be looking for breakouts. Okay? Uh, so that would be very similar to like uh, opening range breakouts. So ORBs, right? Opening range breakouts are essentially it breaks out, pulls back, and then retests it and goes back. So it's very similar to break and retest kind of thing, right? So that's it. I'm trying to simplify my life here. Okay. So, so what I want to do, if I look like I'm on speed or something, I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking that right there. See, right there. I went to Costco and I took my last dollar and I bought these two because they're like $5 on sale. So I'm drinking coffee. All right. So it sounds like I'm on speed, but that's caffeine talking. Okay. So I heard when coffee was initially discovered, mentioned this before. So apparently these sheep were like eating something underneath the tree. And then what they would do is after they ate it, they would be like all jumpy and then like they would bounce around and things like that. Then they discovered that whatever they were eating had caffeine in it, right? They were coffee beans, right? So as an old man now, I need to drink some coffee in order to in order for me to uh, pick up the pace during the day. Otherwise, the old age essentially makes me lethargic. Okay, like very sleepy and low energy and nothing. So I need something that's like a like just like pick me up kind of thing, right? So now what I'm saying now what I need to do now what I need to do so what I need to do now is essentially to now what I need to do essentially is it's clearer now. It's clearer. Okay. So I need to keep practicing this, fine tuning it. So so the entry is going to be very important too. Okay. So if I'm looking for a range bound situation, I cannot I cannot be entering when it's doing this towards the support area because sometimes what it would do is it go right through and just obliterate my account. I've done that. So I first identify is it range bound? Even if it's trending, is it's trending within that range, it's range bound. Okay? So I'm trading that as well. I'm looking for reversals to trade the reversals too. All right? So when I look at that, I'm looking for I have to look at so it's like so somebody says like the first red day kind of thing, right? First red day. So I see it as a flip side. So what happens is the price will come down, red, 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 and then there will be a first green candle, okay? Or a second green candle. That tells me that it had respected the support area and the chances of it rebounding is higher now. That's what it's saying. Even if it goes back down, the landing will be softer and it'll give me an opportunity to exit the trade, even with a loss. So that's how I will approach that. Simple. All right, that's simple. That's the soft support. That's the way that I'm going to be trading. Let's right. The price comes down. I see a candle, green candle. I see another green candle. Pop in. Okay, put the stop loss right below where that support is. Done. And I put the profit target somewhere between the resistance area. Right. That's it. That's trade. That's a trade right there. I take it. The second part is when it's breaking out, like the ORB that a lot of people trade those. That's why it's so effective. There's a lot of people who are looking forward to trading that, right? And so essentially what that is a break and retest. So there's resistance here. So what happens is like what happens is that there's resistance. The price moves up, breaks through, drops, and then breaches again, and then starts taking off. That is called the opening range breakout. So people trade that a lot, and that's similar to the breakout test essentially, and that's the third that I'm looking at. So what I'm looking for in that trade is when I take that trade, I have to make sure that there is some sort of volatility. That's the criteria that I have. It has to have a volatility. Okay, the range kind of thing. The lesser volatility there is, it's gonna be a lethargic. It's gonna hit that and then bounce right back up. Essentially, a old man's kind of a. So I see these two types of trade as a old man, young man. Okay, I see these trades as an old man, young man. Okay, old man is the range bound where it bounces off and then leisurely just bounces the other side and then just leisurely, casually moving around, right? But when it's trending, it is essentially a young man who's just a YMCA kind of thing, right? So the trade occurs like a very young man who has to go from point A to point B, okay? Going from point A to point B. And then what it would do is it's a breakout. It breaks out. It breaks out, pulls back, and then goes right back up there, right? So I need to wait until the price is above the first breakout point, the high point of that, and then a green candle is held, and then I can enter it to take profits a little bit above that, or however long it is, right? So those are the two types of trades that I will be taking. Okay, that will be the bread and butter of my trading, right? So I can call it the young man versus the old man versus young man, right? Young man and old man trades, right? Essentially, YM. There's YMCA. Now there's YM. Uh, uh, say okay. So it's OMYM. Okay, it's not YMCA. It's OMYM. Okay, that's the trades that I'll be taking. OMYM. Okay, that is I'm gonna consistently take those trades, and I'm gonna record it so that I don't deviate from it. So that when I'm consistent with those trades, then I can take it from one challenge to the next challenge, next challenge, next trade, next trade. Okay, and forget about these micro lots. All right, anybody can do the micro lots. I'm not here. I'm not here as an old man. Okay, wasting time. Wasting time is like trading one micro lots. What do you want to do with more micro lots? Right? It could move. It can move a lot, and the maximum will be like $7. Even if it, even if the FT, even if there's a, even if there's a, what do you call it? Even if there is a monetary policy, okay, the U.S. monetary policy, right? What do you call it? The what is Fed announcement, FOMC? Even if FOMC, one micro lot, even if it moves extremely, will only be like $10. Okay, one micro lot, right? Even if it moves like drastically, right? So that's not something that I want to be in. I want to maximize the time that I'm on the market. And then when I'm in the market, I want to maximize the way that I'm trading it. So I'm going to be playing the OMYM trades, okay? I'm going to be doing the OMYM, okay? Old man, which is the range bound, a young man, which is going to be the breakout. So I categorize it that way, all right?